You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. Got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around.
Okay, guys, welcome to the official Qualifier 2 of the Nibble bi-weekly series, guys. And now the players have already jumped out of the battle pass, but I'd like to welcome each and every one of you guys to the stream. It has been an especially beautiful series that we've had on our hands for the past couple of months, which is the Nibble bi-weekly series, guys. If you guys don't know where you can take part in this, you can go over to eliteproseries.co.za and then therefore take part in the upcoming tournament. So now we got another tournament this month, which will be Nibble bi-weekly series week 6, and those qualifiers will be happening on the 4th week of this month, and it is going to be on Wednesday and Friday. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that are tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, share the stream, and let's get straight into the action. Now we can jump on board with one of the players or the teams that are in board with us, which is Punisher Race, Junaid, and Restricted. and we can see exactly where their location is, and then we can be on them right now. So you can see that they are comfortably chilling in what I would like to call yeah, the park area. They actually, yeah, so the black lines, by the way, guys, is because they don't have a 1920 by 1080 resolution for them, so they got a custom resolution which Discord can't actually read. So apologies for the black lines on the start. And you can see Punisher Ray struggling to get into the up top position. Not only do we have restricted Junaid and them, we also do have Nathi, Remy, and so forth on board with us today, guys. So underrated players taking part in the tournament with us today, and I'm more proud to say that the Nibble bi-weekly series is growing day in and day out, week in and week out. Every month there's new players taking part in the tournament. So we got Remy, Planks, and Nathi taking part in this tournament. We got their POV as well, and if I'm not mistaken, that was looked like a gunfire to opponents. Let's stay on board with this team right now just to see exactly what is the play, what is the decision making, if they're going to be going into a fight. So there's definitely some call out of where teams could possibly be in. And by the way, I think they just buffed some bows, and some bows actually hit 222 headshot damage, so you can look at people coming through with massive shots with the bow at hand as well. So this is Nathi, Remy, and Planks on here. So good position nonetheless for the players at hand right over here. And we can go over to literally all the players and just see exactly where they position. Not only do we have that underrated team taking part in the action, guys, we got more so players such as Raymar, Nova, and Civics. Now, Civics is Pulse, if you guys do know Pulse. So yeah, very underrated, unknown players as well taking part in this tournament. They've basically cleaned up the entire fencing around the bridge for some metal, which is going to be crucial for endgame. They got a bow at hand, and it's not just any ordinary bow. They got the stink bow, which is really good as well. Puts a lot of pressure on players, especially in endgame when you manage to squeeze them in and so forth. So let's see what that looks like. Other than them, we also do got Silent, Slayer, and Subs, who are also in this tournament. Also, again, unknown players taking part in this tournament, and we're gonna get their POV shown for you guys right now. Just give it a second or two. There you go. So we just gotta obviously fix the overlay in order to match with us over there. So there you go. Silent, Slayer, and Extra Sub. If I'm not mistaken, that is the teams at hand. Yes, it is Subs. And we can see Silent and them in also a good position around Misty Meadows. Still 56 players alive in this position. This is also going to be another beautiful stacker of a game for a qualifying rounds. Let us see what they can do, where they can get into for mid-game, end-game position. Lining up a bow shot, but it's not taking it, not fulfilling that shot. He's got decent loot on himself, which is a purple pump, AR, and so forth. Yeah, so literally the best loot you can ask for if they can maybe get a Scar in a later stage. Now, I did see earlier Scar and them were in a fight. I don't know if they're still in the same fight or what the position is like. But yeah, no more in the game. So no position to actually fight. Yeah, so that is your players that are alive. Let's go and stick with Punisher Race. Give them the stream light and recognition for today for game number 1. Let's see what they can do and fulfill in this game. Okay, so yeah, Punisher racing them really in a good position. They got 13 ammo, but the shotguns, oof, you're gonna need a lot more heavy power going into endgame because yeah, it would be much more nicer to have the purple pump. You can always clutch maybe a 203 pump. I believe the purple pumps do 203 damage if I'm not mistaken. If we can just fix that in the chat or let me know if that's correct, but I'm pretty sure you can get a 200 pump with the purple pumps at hand. Not only that, guys, but it's really decent when it comes to people who have had a lot of storm damage to them. They can be in that position as well in terms of thingy. Uma's first game? Sorry, Zyro. Iro, my audio wasn't working. GG's. So, in this position, a really great position to be in. It is Punisher Race, Restricted, and Junaid as well. Let us see what the zone rotations will be for the team. He's going to line up a couple stink bows. Not going to deal any damage at hand, though. They probably brought a lot of attraction to themselves as well. Maybe the opponents also have a stink bow at hand. But 18 ammo, bro. I'm telling you, like, endgame, the pressure can be real for the players at hand. Guys, let's see what the players can do in this position, though. It's almost a newly formed trio at hand as well, so can be very tricky when it comes into endgame. That chemistry style as well. Let's go over to Nathi just to give a general feel of what is happening. You can see already Nathi has been wiped out, and you got his teammates still alive in this position. Planks, and Remy. Wait, Remy died, but Nathi's streaming. That's weird. So still making their rotations in. They need to start boxing up, in which you can see they do so indeed. And they will also get a purple pump at hand, which will be extra good for that end game. Raymar and Nova as well. Let's see what their positions are like. Also in a good position for end game. They need to still rotate in, which can be very hard at this position. Okay. Going over back to race, let us see what their positions are. They're still basically in a good, comfortable position on the jump tower place. Not that much mats at hand, actually. No, it's not too bad. 440 metal, 470 brick. They're trying to line up a couple stink bow shots, which would be crucial. If a player was on 1 HP, they could possibly clean that up. But the zone is closing in 35 seconds, and we still got a couple players on board with us, which is 38 players alive. Let us see what this endgame means for the players that exist, whether or not a restricted, a Junaid, and Race will be walking out of this position victorious. Couple opportunities to get a lot of damage in from a third-party perspective. Let's see what goes into play. Nice 5 damage dealt right there. Can they get the beam? One player does get knocked, but it's not from Race's team right here. Nice. So the zone is on them yet again, which is really good position to be in. They could possibly get a 50-50 zone as well. That would be amazing to see, seeing that they're already on like sort of natural height position. Let us see what that means. We'll come back to them shortly. There were still a couple players making their rotations in, such as Nathan, Remy, and Planks. I don't know if they're still alive. They are indeed still alive in this position. You can see in zone as well. They could also get 50-50. It would make it so much easier for them, seeing that they're very low on mats and that they are a duo as well. He's only got 150 HP at hand as well, so it could be very difficult for them. Stinkbow just being shot towards his top. So Planks and Nathan are really getting the most placement points in this position as a duo. This is a really good place to be in. And all they have to do is just wait for that zone rotation to come into play. Then the decisions to either rotate outwards or whatever the case may be. Let us see what happens, whether the RNG is with them in this moment. And then we'll go over to other POVs of the tournament. At this point, as a duo, I personally wouldn't be taking peeks where not necessary. So if you know you got an angle on a player and you know you can easily beam one, then I'll take those peeks. But people who are very aggressive players who W key quite often, they would easily notice that there's 2 players in this box, and then they would go for them on rotation, or they would just W key into their box. He's got about 91 ammo. 246 ammo, my bad. Yeah, he's got a lot of ammo at hand. It was a good call out from Nathi to drop Planks a half pot, because he does need it. Regardless if you're on like 60 HP or whatever the case may be, you definitely need that 200 HP going into endgame. Now they pull a max zone rotation. Let's see how this is going to be for the underrated team, Nathi, Planks, and them. Lagging very much is Nathi, though. He's losing so much storm damage as well. Now you got Plants sort of solo topping in this position, which is very decent tops, but he hasn't made any huge progress in terms of his positioning. Oh, yeah, GG's a 2v1 position. Nathi gonna, and that's Sin Lurker who will pick that up as well. "30 players alive." He doesn't have that much HP to take like huge fights. player from behind hits him hugely. If he does get one pump or a pump on him right now, that could be him dead. Yeah, there you go. GG's. Genesis Swish, which is Genesis Nyclo and them, Ikasi Nyclo and his teammates, if I'm not mistaken. So it did look like they had a good position for Race, Junaid and them. So we're back on the team. Let's see what they do in endgame. They're focusing the players right here who are making rotations quite early on, trying to get a different peak, but really the natural cover coming into play for them. They will be successfully rotating into zone the opponents. They do also kind of get zone as well, which is really good. There you guys go. Now you got me on a webcam as well, so better for the viewers and the audience when it comes to casting. Nice, a little 62 damage out. You can see Junaid already taking ahead of zone rotation. Beautiful tops as well in metal. You like to get that strong cover going in, and it looks like they're already in zone. And they have a lot of mats at hand because a race just dropped 402 for him right over there. Player in zone. They can't get an elimination right here. Focusing quite hard, but no real shots are being taken. And they get another max pool zone rotation for them, which is very tough. You can see now sort of Race lead himself because zone was pushing up against him. Player right in front in his box. He can't go in with the pump, but there's so many players on board, and he gets out of there quite freely. He's going to follow up from behind. He's got piece controlled a little bit. Player right there. Nice 100. It looks like Race is going to fall down to the storm. Yeah, no, very unfortunate coming into play for the player at hand, Race. He couldn't do really anything in this position. Junaid and them still alive, however. Junaid and restricted. Let's see exactly what goes into play for them. You can see Junaid is on 160 HP, which is fairly decent amount to be in right now. But he's taking a lot of storm damage, misses a huge pump opportunity. Gonna get held in storm and 100 damage, but it's not gonna be enough for him to get a refresh, and restricted with the powerful 70. He needs to continue making his way into zone. I don't think the best thing to do is take a fight right now, and you're gonna see him die. Ooh, GG's, man. I don't think anyone is still alive. Question mark? No, nobody is alive in this position, guys. Oh wait, no, we got 2 players alive. Got 2 players alive, which is Silent and Sub. We can see them in a good and healthy position right now. 4 players remain. It could be a 2v2 situation. Let's see who will come through with the dub. Either Silent or Sub in this position. He's gonna take a med kit just to heal up right now. Player down below on low ground. Sub gets hit hard, but it's literally Silent with the clutch against Saint Lurker. It's a 1v1 situation. He needs to crank for mercy and get the clutch for his team. Shouldn't take too much storm damage as well. I can't really tell if he's in storm because of the purple around him. He should remain cautioned that his player does have a pump at hand. A nice 124. A side jump, but it's not him who's going to come through with the clutch. Unfortunately, it's an anonymous player on 36 HP who's going to pick up that amazing pump on subs right there. Beautiful stuff coming into play. That is exactly what we want in terms of underrated players taking charge and control in this tournament. So GG's to everyone that just tuned into that. That was game number 1. I'm very excited to see what game number 2 is going to look like. Hopefully we do have more players on board. There was a little bit of a glitch or some sort where the lobby was not actually working. So now we should be in a better position for the players at hand to actually queue up, and we'll get more action from the players and so forth in this tournament. So guys, stay tuned. We are going to go into a little break, but we'll be right back within a couple more minutes with the leaderboard to see who takes first place, who's in second, and who's generally your top 10 trios. Remember guys, if you guys want to qualify today, you will be taking place the top 16. And just a little heads up, on Sunday, we'll be putting out an announcement just regarding what's happening with the finals. So keep an eye on our social medias in just a bit, where we will also announce what's happening regarding the finals on Sunday. Guys, see you now.
You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right, ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back.
Okay, guys, now going into game number 2, we have more people even on board for us with the streaming. More players means more action going into end games, more availability. Now, I'm very excited about game number 1 because we have like an underrated feel going into the lobbies and so forth. But the lobbies generally just meaning like the pro players and so forth making a name for themselves. Now, without like wasting your guys' time, because the players are jumping out of the battle bus, I want you guys to start tweeting out and start getting some engagement with the hashtag NibbleX EPS, hashtag NibbleX Let us know who you guys think will be winning this qualifier, and then also let us know who you guys think will be winning the finals. Now let's go into game number 2 and just look at the leaderboard itself and get a general understanding where these players are in the tournament. I know it's black right now, but we will get there for... Oh wait, by the way, let me also just get my beautiful self back into here as well. So first and foremost, we gotta look at gotta set up the thing. There we go. So we looking at the leaderboard itself, guys. We are looking at Stale, Swish, and Swizzy going in first place with 38 points. Then you got Lurker, Rakic, and Deimos in second place with 31. Then there is your underrated trio, Slayer, Silent, and Subs, with somewhat a clutch going into game number 2, guys. I was really excited to see Subs pick up a kill on Sin Lurker. Lurker being a pro player in South Africa. Then you got Restricted, Junaid, and Race. And by the way, Restricted picked up 3 kills in endgame, which is fantastic stuff coming into play. They are on 21 points. Then you got another underrated trio, which is Smiley, Morley, and Fidzy. They're on 20 points, which is great. Let's see if they can keep that consistency going into the remaining 3 games that we have at hand. We got Croxy, XMG, X Bozek as well. Another underrated unknown team. It's Moz Gamer and Croxy with 19 points. And then in 7th place is Civics, Nova, and Ray, which I did mention to you guys earlier on. Also, again, underrated. A lot of, really, just looking at all these names, guys, very unknown. New introductions to the Fortnite community. The Nibble bi-weekly series really introducing a number of new players into the community at a competitive rate as well. So, like, yeah, Buzzy, Kryptonic, Chimera, ZA, Plex, and Justin, Hill, Nova, and Raymer, all in top 10. And then you got a Snap, Altus, and E-Take, which we all very familiar with when it comes to Snap, Altus, and E-Take. Atlas, not Altus. And yeah, that is your teams in top 10, guys. Let us go over to the leaderboards, not over to the leaderboards, to the gameplay, and then we can be in a better position for the teams at hand. So not going over to, let's go over to Silent, Subs, and E-Take, where there will be an endgame. Not in endgame, but there will be the main people of the show right now because of the clutches that they did have in terms of their performance. Now that is a bit out. Is that? No, that's, yeah, that's definitely out. Wait, what? What is this? Okay. There we go. I don't know why that was zoomed out so much. Okay, perfect. Literally everything is practically zoomed out to the max. Which is weird, but it's fine. I just want to go over to all the players just to get a general feel of how everything is looking like as well. So that just helps you guys as well going into the games. This is perfect. Is it? No, zoomed out as well. I don't know why. Okay, there we go. Let's just make sure they are full screen. There we go. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Dabscar and them switched up they dropped. They were contesting Lurker and them off spawn, and you can see that is a whole new spot for them. Which is good, you know, it's good to always switch up and make sure that everything's fine. We're just setting up everything here. I have no clue why all of this is zoomed out. It shouldn't. And Zyro and them also in a secluded spot, which is great as well. Then we also got a noted Seeker in them, which we obviously just need to set up an overlay for them. Okay, guys, I'll be right back while I set everything up for you guys.
You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You've got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know.
Okay, I'm happy to say I think I fixed everyone's POV, so they won't be so zoomed in no more. And yeah, there we go. Now back into the action. So yeah, like I said, guys, Davs, Scar, and Piano were contesting Lurker and them at Steamy Stacks game number 1. It looks like they've retreated, and off the bat going Weeping Woods around that area, Misty as well, which is really good decision to make. You don't want to be 50-50 pro players, you know, like pro players. I'm talking about Scar, Davs, and Piano going up against Lurker, Deimos, and so forth. Those are really good players going up against each other. It is a 50-50 chance that you can actually win it. So it's a good decision from the team right here to sort of change in and go in. Game has started, guys. Zav, by the way, game has started, guys. We are looking at it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so in this position, you can see already it's going into zone 3 in just a bit. In 1 minute 50 seconds, we'll get the zone rotations coming into play, which is going to be fantastic for the players at hand because there's 70 players alive, 71 alive, 71 players alive, and it's really stacked. This is like really good for a qualifier going into play. This is exactly what we want for the Fortnite ZA community. Beautiful games like this that help you grow as an individual in the community in terms of scrimming, practicing, getting your name out there, and yeah, that is what the Nibble bi-weekly series is. It is a tournament that can help you as an individual to grow in the Fortnite South African scene. You can see there's a couple players around Dabs, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like they're gonna get into some fighting position. Yeah, but you don't want to get those players above you. Piano is quite far behind as well. So let's see what goes into play. I don't think they're gonna take this fight. They looked very heavy in terms of rotating outwards. Scar trying to take a couple shots at them, but that's not gonna be too helpful. Are they W keying this? Definitely does look like it. Nice body shot coming in from Scar from a distance. That is that deagle, and you can see now Dabs and Piano working their way up. They can easily get this elimination now. I think it is a 3v1. Yeah, definitely a 3v1 position. Scar going in for the couple. He's controlling or replacing as much as he can around here. He drops down a couple levels as well. It is a 3v1 position, and I feel sorry for that player because he's not going to have any placement points in this position. And oh my god, just talking about Scar's deagle shots, those are actually kind of good. Think about like how that range and just no scope on them at all, but still able to pick up 35 damage. Still haven't been able to clean this. They've been playing very passive though, even though it's a comfortable 3v1 position. Yeah, they've been playing very passive, even though it's a 3v1 situation. Let's go over to another player's perspective, which is erasing them. They also did pretty decent for their game. 66 players remain in this position, and you can see them comfortably be in that lead as well. 63 now, trios dropping. In a decent position for restricted, and then they are already situated in the zone. They got 10 more seconds to make the next rotation if needed. They could possibly be center, which is, I think center third is guaranteed next zone. Yeah, so there you go. So they've gotten next zone. No, I think it's center this zone, and then you get guaranteed next zone as well. Trying to see what they can do in this position. Let's see what goes into play. Did one player get knocked? No ways. With the rifle, why is the play so separated? Why is she made in such a far distance compared to restricted and race? Damn. Junaid all by himself manages to get knocked. Jesus. Okay, let's go over to another player's perspective, which is Anathi and them. I don't think they are alive, though. Yeah, they aren't alive. Raymar? Is Raymar and them in this game? No, they aren't. Zorro? Zorro in this game? No. Silent? Is Silent in this game? Nope. Oh, wait, Silent is. There we go. We got Silence POV. Player in their box. They can literally come through with their clutch. Misses his pump. He's going to get hit hard. And that's Steri who will manage to pick up a Silent and the players at hand. Ooh, we missed some action, looks like. He's got a stink bow on him, so he needs to disengage. He's gonna take a big 50 pot, which will help him a lot. Now, 47 players in this position. Let's see what Scar, Davs, and Piano can do. They've gotten a couple damages dealt towards them. And there is a vehicle here, but I don't think it's in a stable position to actually drive. It is actually 929 ammo or HP on it. So that's like a really decent position to be in. Oh, but it's clamped actually. No, GG's. Vehicle is clamped. They don't really need a vehicle anyways for the next rotations because they could possibly get the 50-50 zone. Do we know if this green arrow bow actually deals 222 damage or is it a set ones? His mat count is looking really terrible as well, guys. You got 243 wood, 28 brick, and 500 metal. The metal is looking decent, but the other mat count's terrible at hand. Okay, cool, Remy. Yeah, that's perfect. Now I understand. Makes sense. Let's see what Davs, Piano, and Scar can do good though. If they can get the victory royale somehow with the mats at hand, damn, that would be a mega clutch coming into play. They're gonna need maybe 1 or 2 refreshes either way to pick up the mat count and so forth. It looks like they're gonna wait for the supply drop to come down. Although, like, what is in the supply drop nowadays? You don't get really any mobility from it. It's just really a good weapon, and that's basically it. And like I told you guys, they probably will need to make that rotation because they do secure the 50-50 zone. They're in a comfortable place, and this will actually help them in terms of utilizing their mats safely. So let's see what they can do right now. But yeah, guys, there's 4 more games at hand, and we're in our second game, so there's still 2 more games at action that we can spectate. And the thing that I don't understand about Dabs and Scar as well as Piano is that they're really good players, but they're not aggressive when it comes to the gameplay. So you'll see them notice a solo player or a duo, and they won't double key in that aspect. Instead, they're just going to try get beams from afar. If nothing comes into play, they're going to leave it. That's what I've seen so far in this position, but you can see Scar gets hit really hard, and that is going to put him in a tough position. You don't want to be Scar playing in this gameplay. Like I say, they're in zone. They shouldn't be moving, shouldn't be doing anything. Just waiting for the next line of tournaments. Got griefed nice. Yeah, I saw Sterry hopping to your guys' box, man. But yeah, 37 players will be making the moving rotations. Oh, there is floppers down there. There's actually floppers down there, and Dabs actually gets knocked. I have no clue what's going on with this trio. They're very separated. They can get mats and a big pot as well. It's up to Piano and Scar to sort of clutch up for the trio. But yeah, I don't know how Dabs actually managed to get eliminated there. Now, if I remember correctly, there is a flopper down there. Yeah, there is. Oh, it's a med kit. It's not a flopper. Besides Scar and them, because now they're a duo, let's check whether CK and them are alive in this position. They are indeed, and they're the guys on hike, so this is gonna be interesting. They've got a sub to actually play with them, and their sub is Altus, because Noted is unfortunately not available for the tournament. 36 players going to play, and there's that Storm Surge warning as well, which I think we could possibly get a little bit of a Storm Surge active for the community at hand. Jumping into the box though, couple pumps get placed, and that's vague in Mink's team, who's gonna get eliminated. GG's, a couple floppers and white heals for them to use. But he's taking a lot of storm damage that he's going to need to take that big flopper right now. He does so successfully. Needs to make his way into zone right there. And you can see him meet up with his team in the same top. He's got so much mats, and you can see he gives that over to the topper. And Bojo then now takes the lead. But he's taking so much damage. He's going to need some white heals from his teammates maybe. Because holy, CK is literally on one tap when it comes to the zone. Let's see what goes into play though. 26 players remain moving. Players jumping on ultimate low. How did they get into that position? Bojo gets hit hard. He's gonna get a pump on the player, and CK going in for the piece controls. Takes out the AR. He's in the box right now. Beautiful stuff from CK, but will he be able to clean up is the question. Instead, he's gonna go meet up with these trios so he can get some time to heal up the players. I need to take this time to get into zone. Collaborate their mind, if that even makes sense. There goes a big pot that's dropped. Players, so many players in the box. He hits hard. 124, 145. He gets light E-Take eliminated, and that's the GG's in the book. CK really controlling the moving rotations right here, and you can see exactly that coming into play for the players. Bojo, Noted, and Altus. It's actually doing quite enough decent, and you can see CK with the most kills in the team. He's bragging out like a madman. He sees another player hits for 43. And again, I need to stop making a zone rotation. A player jumps into a box. So much eliminations coming in from CK. CK just clutching up. That is the great HPK getting eliminated by CK yet again. He needs to start focusing on the rotations. Maybe stick on Bojo. He's trying to drop a player down into his rectum, but not in a position to do so. Players on height, praying so hard. CK needs to take some couple heals right now. The zone is also moving behind him. There's a lot of pressure to keep on going. Will he get enough time to actually take a big pot is the question. Let's see what goes into play. I think this is the perfect time to do so. A player right here, and you can see he misses his pump. Player from behind, and they get eliminated. It's actually Ginger, Zakis, and Jamie who come through with an absolute clutch. GG's in the books right there. Beautiful stuff, guys. That is what you love to see coming into play. Holy, CK just took me by the throat and said, yo, you're going to see some hype gameplay and you're going to cost it, man. That was beautiful, chat. That was absolutely beautiful. We got game number 2. Game number 3 on the way pretty soon, guys. Let us get the players queued up and so forth for game number 3. And then I'll be seeing you guys quite shortly. But, guys, go and tweet out because look what endgames we are getting. Thank you to each and every one of you guys that have come here. I still haven't catch my breath from that epic display of gameplay from CK. We got 35 likes again. Thank you guys so much for coming through. If you guys want to engage with us on social media, use hashtag NibbleXEPS. Let us know your thoughts on the Nibble bi-weekly series. We would love to read some of your guys' tweets. And then without wasting any more time, guys, we'll be right back within a couple more minutes. And we'll be looking at the leaderboard after game number 2 going into game 3. So don't go anywhere, guys. I'll see you in just a bit.
Got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right. When you're coming back around. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You've got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. Got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. Oh no. saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you've got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you've got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me.
Okay, guys, finally, now going into game number 3, let's just talk about how Light CK really clutched up for his team, got himself and his team a couple points just based on eliminations. That was fantastic to see coming in from CK himself. He really clutched up big time for us on stream and gave you guys a hyped up moment and so forth in the entire casting process. Now we can go over to the leaderboard and look at what it's like for the players at hand. And really, if I refresh that and we see we got Day, X, Lurk, Rakic, couple changes up in the top 10. Let's just open all of them and get them going for you guys. So, Rakic and Dame was actually doing kind of decent. I mean, 55 points at hand is crazy, crazy stuff. That they are a newly formed trio as well. So, to get that going is really, really decent stuff for the players at hand. And you can see in second place is Sin Gaming, Zeleny, and Zakis. I kind of made you guys hear me say Zakis, Jamie and Ginger. Sorry guys, Ginger is trioing with Keaton and Jamie, so if we see them on the leaderboard, then we'll just take note of that. It is Zeleny and Zakis, and then Jamie, Ginger, and Keaton. In third place, guys, we've got Stale, Swizzy, and Swish, which they are playing with a field. As you guys can see, usually we would find a position where it is a Nyclo, Stale, and Swish. And then in fourth, which is Ryder, Liam, and HPK, we did see CK pick up a huge pump on HPK, which was fantastic to see, man. And then you got Snap, Altus, and E-Tech as well in fifth place. And then in sixth is Light, CK, Boja, and Altus, with a huge game going in for them. And then there you go, C9, which is Jamie, Ginger, and Keaton as well. So that is the team that I wanted to actually talk about and clear up before. And then a Slayer, Silent, and Subs in 8th place, really not getting the best of games for the second game, but still chilling in a good position of top 10. And then you got Ricey, X, Tazim, X, Harmony in 9th with 22 points. And then in 10th is Restricted with 21 points. This, but so far, is really looking competitive for the teams at hand. And we can go back over to CK and them just to see a general look at what their tournament's looking like, if they are contested and so forth. It kind of looks like CK right now is building crazy because there's the players around, and there is. So they are contested. Let's see how they can control this fight. They have the zone, so they won't be pressured in terms of the zone pushing out and so forth. So you can see them just basically staying slow and patient in terms of how the fight should go. A nice 31 damage from CK. CK running out of AR ammo. You should actually play it slow. If he just runs in there blatantly, he could mess it up. Now his teammates kind of scuffing him out with the thing. Looks like one player jumps in there. That's Altus in a bad position where he could possibly die. He has no more mats. Altus gets knocked, but it's CK with the 46 white. A nice 45 blue, and he's actually hitting an NPC, so he's getting in the wrong sort of damage for the team at hand right now. Let's see what they can do. If CK can sort of clutch, that would be fantastic. He has no mats at hand as well. Oh my god, CK with the aim. Holy. Nice 100. Oh, it's up to Punisher Bojo to clutch up for his team. Scully is washed. Oh, GG's, man. GG's in the books for the teams right there. Let's go over to Nathi and see what the position is like for them. Oh, they are dead. Let's go to race. There we go. Okay, guys, I'll be back. I'm just gonna go grab myself a cup of water, and I'll be back. Okay, we can see Race Restricted and Junaid in a good position where they can actually farm up a lot and more, get more crafting materials to upgrade their vehicles. They are separated quite a bit as well, so you could find them in a position where they do get W keyed. Hopefully, that won't be the case. Now, he does have a green makeshift pump, so if he were to upgrade, he would probably get a blue pump. I say maybe wait and be patient and look around for a blue makeshift pump. That would help him a lot. Definitely looking like a stacked endgame is inbound for us. 71 players in this position, guys, and the zone is just about to close in 25 seconds. That is actually kind of massive for this game, especially being the third game of the qualifier, guys. Everybody trying to just squeeze into the top 16 position in order to make it through to the next round, which will be happening on Sunday. And I'm really excited to see what we can get on board with the players and so forth. Let us see exactly what we can do. Over and out on the positions, though, we do still have other players such as Davs and them taking part. Now, let me just ask Davs if he has died. Hey, Davs, are you still in game or no?
No, we died.
Okay, GG's, man.
GG's.
Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, Davs has died in that position, and Chili as well. A couple players just dying to players. Let's see if Zorro is still in a position of fighting. Zorro is indeed still in the game, so that's gonna be at least helpful. Now, we haven't really seen Zorro, Region, and them in a position of mid game or end game, solely because they've been also dying off spawn. So it's good to see them in a better position right here. They're gonna make the rotation, and you can see they were playing it really safe in terms of where they boxed up. They boxed up really, really early, and then got into the car, and now they'll be going over to the next zone rotation. And I don't know why that has sort of paused for us, but let's go over to another POV and see what exactly goes into play. Can see Race and them are in some action, taking a couple shots at people. He's gonna get focused back, trying to just revive his mats. "62 players remain in this lobby." Interesting place to actually box. He's got max metal, which is good. They're in an interesting position for the rotations and so forth, which is really good as well. They can easily just step out their box and fly to the next rotation if need be. And hopefully they do get the next zone on them as well. I highly doubt it. It's still too early to sort of be in boxed up and get the next zone rotation. So they're probably gonna need to fly over to... Excuse me, guys. They're obviously gonna need to fly over to the next place, and let's see what that place and positioning will be like for them. Steamy stacks, so clutch, bro. Literally, best position you want to be in right now. They are decently in this position, so let's see what happens. I'm happy to see where their next rotations will be like. Chicken wing, chicken wing. Guys, you know there's a difference between griefing and landing at your POI or getting eliminated and so forth. Don't intentionally just throw that word around. "Oh, I've been griefed," or "they griefed me," and so forth. Griefing is a serious allegation, guys, especially in the Fortnite com. Many players would want to, you know, ban or disqualify someone that is griefing, but griefing is intentionally going to your spot, knowing who you are, and then eliminating you or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I highly doubt that Zakis is like, "Yo, I want to go kill Pulse," or whatever the case may be. So yeah, guys, make sure you understand what griefing means, and don't just throw allegations out like that. Havex, welcome to the stream. So you can see them starting to box up with 47 players remaining in this lobby, guys. I'm more so excited. Each game, we just keep getting more stacked and more stacked off a macaroni coming into play. So let's see what these players, Race, Restricted, and Junaid can do. They need to sort of clutch here, because I did get intel that Junaid may be having to leave in the next couple minutes or so, but they will be putting on a sub to play with them for the next games. Let's see what that's gonna look like. But yeah, 45 players, guys. Let's get a GG's in the chat just to show the South Africans competing how well they're doing, because this is just qualifiers and you're looking at like proper stacked tourneys. Are there any console tourneys this holiday? Unfortunately, no console tourneys this holiday. Avex, welcome, brother. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, 43 players remain. You can see his FPS starting to tank a bit. He does have a purple score, but really only 3 clips at hand, which is very tough to utilize in endgame. You're gonna want to spray somebody, but at the same time, you're gonna be like, no, I want to be safe with my ammo that I have left in case I get into a situation where I will actually need to use it. So yeah, it's gonna be tough for the players at hand. So again, dancing with for zone. Let's see what goes into play. They got 15 seconds until that happens. And yeah, guys, Middle East is officially back. So like I said, it will always come back regardless of the situations at hand. It may be a month, maybe 2 months, but Middle East will always come back. And that's why EPS will always host on Middle East. Not to complicate the players or anything. We'll just stay on Middle East. If the players do have high ping, then they can see themselves maybe competing at a later stage within EPS. But yeah, it's been awesome stuff happening with Middle East being fixed. The players more motivated again to continue grinding. And we are on board with a whole new bunch of players with us right here. So 40 players going into the 4th zone right over there. I just want to have a look at people. Maybe we can get spectators, maybe we can spectate a couple people. So Silence and them all still alive in this position as well. And we did see Silence grab 2nd place. And 2nd place with a couple kills. And it was Subs who really clutched up that moment. Trying to line up a couple shots here. He does manage to hit for 70. That is actually decent. They can get a server focus on this player. And you can see there's so many shots going into play at that box. But it's not the whole server coming together to focus there. Kaiser on Xbox was console prime. Guys, I can definitely guarantee you console for EPS tournaments will come soon, guys. So it looks like Neon Claw, which is Zeleny, guys. It has to be Zeleny who's Neon Claw. Manages to eliminate Scully. Nice, 35. Can they get a server focus for this position right here? Let's see what goes into play. A couple beams coming into play. They can get an elimination right here, which could be free for them. The player expands quite successfully though. So unfortunately, they won't be getting anything. So we're going to have about 33 players or 32 players going into your 5th zone. Guys, I'm happy with that. That's a qualifier. This is game number 3. EPS Nibble bi-weekly series, really bringing you guys that content, competitive gameplay as well. So yeah, let's see what goes into play. By the way, for finals, guys, we'll have so many POVs. We have asked that for every final, guys, to not stream publicly so that we can grow the audience and so forth for finals. For qualifiers, we don't mind. If we're having qualifiers or semi-finals or whatever the case may be, you guys may stream that POV to your audience. But when it comes to finals, we ask that you guys do not stream. And yeah, so that way we can just grow as well in terms of the concurrent viewers and so forth. EPS console was OP. Yeah, it was really fun, man. Nah, trust the process. So we're gonna have a beautiful 29 players moving. Hopefully we can get everyone already that is alive in this position. Let us see what it's like for Restricted, Junaid, and Race though, because they were also in a position of endgame where they need to rotate or what. Their mats are really good though. They're chilling on 500 brick, 500 metal, and 392 wood. That is so good and juicy going into endgame. You're most probably looking at your winners here then. But yeah, you still got a couple OP teams out in the tournament, which is Zelani, Zakis, Ginger, and them. Race really struggled for 10 mats at hand. Now they can go for an early rotation. They need to stick with each other in this position. Get an early rotation. A Race needs to also stay in that top. They need to stay together, trying to get a couple beams, but nothing comes into play. Nice. Top 8 teams remain. Jesus, Junaid getting absolutely destroyed with stink bows. You can see Race now takes the lead in terms of rotating in here. It could be tough if they're not all together or in the same top, because Race could get easily 1v3'd right now. But yeah, nice rotations. He needs to start rotating with brick. There you go. 22 plays remain. There goes the brick rotations. Race doing extremely well in this position. Kind of getting focused right here. They need to just get one more block in and they should be in a safe position. But he does get shot down. He's safe. They're in zone. So that was really good. A lot of mats use that hand though. They can drop down on this player. They need to cover all the sides as well. If you don't have those sides covered, it's easy to jump into your top and get you eliminated. Race could possibly have grouped his teammate Junaid. Junaid on a little HP at hand. They need to stay on each other. Jumping to a box is restricted. Junaid does get knocked. The player's ahead. Race needs to just continue rotating. And you can see Restricted also gets eliminated and goes down the player. But that is subs, guys. That is silent subs in them. And we're going to go over to their POV, see what it's like for them, because they're still alive in this position as well. Beautiful stuff. Huge pump coming into play for subs. Like I said, guys, subs is the one that clutched for them in game 1. They got 3 kills and it's all because of subs, and they came second as well. Let's see what they can do. We're on silent. Silent trying to get a couple beams in play. What is the decision making that's going to go to winning this game? 12 players remain. They got a couple decent loot. He's got 5 fishies as well, which, to be honest, won't be the best heal off to have. But guys, floppers and all that have been essential over the past couple tournaments. If you guys have floppers, go for those heal offs and really utilize them. Couple players trying to jump in the box, trying to get some damage out. Slayer needs to take some time to heal. He rotates though. Silent trying to look for a couple shots, but nothing comes into play. Players down below, let's see what they can do. They're going to be breaking them down. He does have 300 mats at hand in order to clutch for himself. But it's a Slayer and Sub who will get eliminated. And it's Lurker who gets knocked by Silent. Damn, I ruined that. He gets hit hard. This is the time to heal up. Box up and heal. Oh, the player just jumps in there nasty. It is a purple skin Skull Trooper who's probably going to win this. No, show us the gameplay. Show us, please. There we go. He's on height. Looks like he's gotten a lot of elims, though. And GG's. Who comes through with the kill? It's cool. Neon Claw and Steady. This has to be... I don't know if that has to be Pop Cool, but GG's, bro. Lots of action on screen here for us, guys. And that was game number 3. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. If you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and the sub. But yeah, did you see the people placing the ESC stream private so he can cast mod? Are you okay? But yeah, welcome guys. Mott, welcome to the stream. Bassa as well. Welcome guys. It's Latte, Steady, and Wilkie. Yeah, that they have also been doing some beautiful stuff. We did see Steady and Wilkie in the duo tournament come through with a win. So they've been consistent in terms of local tournaments. They've been doing really well. Silo, welcome to the stream. But yeah, guys, that was game number 3. We do got one more game at hand, which is going to be extra important for a lot of players to clutch up and come top 16. If you guys don't somehow qualify, we will be doing a reboot round on Sunday where you guys can still take part in, and then the winning team will be meeting the teams that make it into finals on Sunday. And yeah, guys, stay around for game number 4. We're going to go into a short break and then look at the leaderboards after game number 3. So don't you guys go anywhere. And make sure to tweet out the stream. Get more people in here for that juicy last game.
You got me saying words in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. You're calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and I'll never know when you're coming back around. When me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no. You got me saying what's in my head, filling my mind with these images, yeah. And it's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 it ain't right. Oh no, it ain't right, 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 it ain't right, right. When you're coming back around, calling my phone, I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you're calling my phone. I'm being patient, but I'm alone. Staying faithful and you'll never know when you're coming back around. When you're coming back around, you got me all in my feelings, like I could die without you next to me. It's the way that you look at me, makes me feel like I can't breathe. It ain't right, 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 it ain't right, 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 ain't right.
Hey guys, thank you so much for waiting for that short break to come to an end. Let us go into game number 4, the final game for the qualifier to week 5, guys. It's unbelievable that we've already reached 5 weeks of the Nibble bi-weekly series, and I am confident and happy to say that there is still more weeks to come. We obviously still have week 6 in this month, but we still have a couple more months with us and a Nibble bi-weekly series happening. So yeah, really, let's show the love to Nibble Esports, and let us grow and stay consistent in these tournaments. Before we actually get into the leaderboard, guys, I'm looking at the post that we have right here, and basically what it says, hey gamers, please take note of the following for Nibble bi-weekly series finals week 5 and the changes we have made for our finals. Now the finals, meaning this Sunday, guys, the finals this Sunday, due to concerns raised around the clash between Metal State and the Nibble bi-weekly series, we have decided to delay our start time to 5 o'clock. There will also be a break during the schedule due to Ramadan. So if you guys are taking part in this finals, understand it is going to be starting at 5 o'clock, not at 3, at 5 o'clock. And also, we'll be taking a little break between the games, game 1, 2, and 3, if I'm not mistaken. Give the players some time to break fast, and then we'll be going back onto game number 3 just shortly after they break fast at about 6:30, 6:45, round about there. So this evening will be slightly longer for some, it'll be slightly shorter for some, but bear in mind that that's going to be happening on Sunday. And also for the rest of the Ramadan this month, all qualifiers, guys, will be at 4 o'clock, just so that we don't interrupt with the Ramadan. And then the finals next time around will be at 3 o'clock, so we won't need to change anything that the next time we host the week 6. So just know those are your changes that we have over there. And then on to the leaderboard, and let us see exactly what we have on board for you guys, for who's in first, who's in second, etc. So you got Sin Gaming, which is Zello and Zakis, in first place with 89 points. You got Lurker, Rakic, and Damos in second with 81 points. We got Maclick, which is Latte, Steady, and Woki. Guys, they got a 23 kill game and a win for themselves, which is mad stuff coming into play. Snap, E-Tech, and Alters really staying consistent, 14, 16, and 18, and then they end up on 48 points. And then Slayer X Silent X Subs are in 5th place with 23 and 21 points. They are chilling with 44. And then playing with the field is Stale, Swish, and Swizzy with 40 points restricted. X Junaid, X Race also somewhat staying consistent, although dying mid-game, game 2 with 39 points at hand. The C9, which is Jamie, Ginger, and Keaton, also staying consistent with 39 points. Dying off spawn game 1. Actually didn't get to play game 1. You got Ryder, Silo, and HBK in 9th place. Dino Spawn game 3, they are chilling with 31 points. And then Basement Boys, which is Daniel FC, Buzzy, and Kryptonic in 10th place with 30 points. That is what we have for you guys over here. Make sure you guys read this announcement and schedule around a Sunday. So do not get confused, guys. Sunday, 5 o'clock, will be going into the games. And then without wasting any more time, guys, let's go over to the players at hand and seeing exactly what we have. And we did see some off-spawn action with CK in them, and again we'll see that coming into play for game number 3, 4. This almost looks like a replay. This almost looks like a replay of what had happened previously. But this is game number 4. We're gonna bring the overlays upwards. Actually, we can do so while they fight right now. Oh, GG's, man. We missed the kills. And you can see they're dancing. GG's, man. We missed the kills, though. I want to get an overlay. Okay. You know what? It's fine. We'll just set that up. Apologies to the streamers To the viewers for missing that. Okay, there we go. Much better now. Actually, kind of dig that vibe. Like, okay, yeah, that's perfect. Me being behind the screen. Again, sorry to everyone who missed this. But yeah, so CK, Altus, and Punisher Bojo actually walk out with some eliminations at hand. The difficulty about, like I mentioned earlier, guys, if you're going up against good players, it is a 50-50 position, and you will lose some, you will win some. I had to end stream because I had to break my fast. See above message. Oh, Rayma, sorry, bro. But yeah, thank you so much for taking part in streaming for us as well. Going into last game, CK and them really aggressive on the front fold, and they will be getting into better position. Jesus, how much car parts did they walk out with? So we still have other POVs for you guys, which is Silent in them. We did see Silent in them sort of clutch up quite a bit previously, and let's see what it looks like for them in this position. Will they be going for the third-party gameplay? What is their game decisions gonna be like? There's a wolf to their left, and he's calling his pack. He's literally calling his pack to come through. Glenn, Kazi, some horrendous driving right there. Literally, I didn't want to commentate on that, but yeah, definitely horrendous driving over there. Man drove over his teammates and literally was all over the position. But yeah, guys, welcome to the stream. I see we got Glenn. Guys, by the way, Glenn is the guy from Nibble Esports, the owner of Nibble Esports. So yeah, if anything, if you guys want to thank him for these tournaments, now's your time in chat to actually engage with him, and yeah, let him know that you're thankful, if anything. But yeah, couple players still alive in this position. It's fantastic to see Game 4 still have its consistency in terms of qualifiers. Back in the days, we would be probably looking at 20 players still alive right now in game number 4. But things have changed for the Fortnite community. The structures are getting into place, especially with the Nibble bi-weekly series happening every week. So not every month. And, you know, people are getting in the structure and so forth for what is happening around. A couple changes will happen from there due to, you know, load shedding, due to Ramadan, religion purposes, and so forth. We are understanding when it comes down to that type of stuff. But again, thank you guys so much for the positive feedback regarding the changes with the finals, and also just in general supporting the idea that our tournaments be at 4 o'clock for the qualifiers and so forth. Let us see what goes into play for the remaining of the month. But we will be going back to schedule at the next month. So the next month should be back on par, where the qualifiers will be happening at 5 o'clock. Now, they've been targeting and looking at a whole lot of people but not really getting into a proper fight. This could be a good position for them to W keys. They've gotten so much damage dealt inside there, but they're going to get shot from the side, and it's 187 HP or 167 HP at hand for Silence right there. He does deal another 32 damage. He's got a good aim coming in from him. He's going to get hit yet again. This is the time to actually take some minis, which we can see him do so, and a big pot would be extremely crucial in this point. I do believe they got the upper hand in terms of damage dealt at hand. Just alone from Silent himself, I've seen him deal a lot more damage. Now, the team they are fighting were very separated. If I was this trio's IGL, I would have said, yo, let's move to the solo that is targeting me quite often. So instead, they will be disengaging and focusing on the zone rotations instead. But the player's not really letting them do so. You can see Silent lighting up some shots, but it's some third-party shots that will come into play as well. And never mind just that, there's also a dinosaur quite near who will be doing that. Oh my god, players in the box. One player does get knocked. It's Light Silent. But they're in a position of clutching up. It's a 2v2 situation. Slayer on 40 HP. Another player is coming in from afar. This is not the perfect position to be in. He will get knocked by Issy. Jays, welcome. Left alone is subs, but yeah, nothing much he can do as a solo, but I've seen him touch up in endgame. Let's see what he will do right now in this position. Oh my god, he's got piece control and boxed like fish. That is Keaton, and their team will wipe out that team out. GG's. Yo, Keaton just, yeah, he destroyed that player. Trying to get the POV over to you guys. We're going over to race and them to see what goes into play. Literally every battle royale game I've played, I die mainly to third parties, bro. The lucky number 47 players alive. Crazy. Where's the flopper Kareem? Yeah, Kareem not available right now in this position. He already qualified. So now they're just playing in with a sub Reapsy. So it's Reapsy restricted and Punisher race. Junaid had to get off. Let us see what goes into play for the team. Game sound just evaporated. Keaton is wiping the lobby right now, man. I've seen so much kill feeds coming in play from Keaton. You know, this is last game, and I can tell you for sure, CK and them are putting a whole lot of action for us. And you can see, he's dead. They don't... Oh, we missed so much action from them. We missed so much action from them. Let's go over to... Oh, there's only 2 players right now streaming. The rest have died already. Jeez. Oh, Race is in some action. Let's bring that over quite quickly and see what's the positioning for them. Yeah, all players have died already. Restricted and Race are dead. Reapsy and Race are dead, and boom, there goes Barzerk, who comes through with an elimination. All that we have left is CK. No ways, man. Players dying so quick. How? They can revive Altus, but I don't know to what extent that would be helpful. They don't have that much mats to share, and also they don't have any blue heals. Oof. Going into endgame as a duo could be the ideal situation, but we could possibly be seeing them revive Altus right now. I don't know how that would essentially help because they don't have a lot of things to give Altus. So much gunfire happening afar. You can see Bojo just getting ready to line up a couple shots. They can't get a knock right here. They can push him from the mid. Huge stuff. Now would be the perfect time to actually revive. And then look at all the loot thing he can get, Altus can get. Ooh, Bojo's on 1 HP. Oh, they're not gonna get the revive? Hey, you can tell. Actual Fresh is here for CK. Let's see what CK can do in this position. They can't really get the revive because there's players around. Oh no way, one player's going in for the revive. Trying to get the wall. Can he get the revive? No, he can't. So many players around this van. This is like the only van that is around that they can maybe possibly get a revive on. First it was Bojo trying to get the revive on. He got focused. Then it was the opponents trying to get a revive on. They got focused. I don't think they can actually get Altus back. Take piece by piece. And they have zone. Bro, if only they were able to get Altus up. That would have been clutch. Oh, they're reviving. Could have been Altus. Ooh, they could have possibly gone in for the beam. Player dropping down. Oh my god, CK with the aim. Are they WT? Ooh, Bojo going in for the shots. Nice crack coming in from CK. CK just keeping his distance while Bojo's in the front fold. Ooh, trying to get those piece controls in. CK's reactions are so damn quick, bro. I'm telling you right now. They're actually really lucky that they have a top already that go into zone. As a duo, do you think they can win? No ways they revive. Oh, okay, I thought. Ooh, nice beam. TK trying to break a player down, trying to get a pump in as well. Oh, manages to piece control a player, 146 pump. But there's a player in the box, it looks like. Oh, nice pumps coming into play for CK. Bojo taking a lot of storm damage. Nice 165 pump. He does knock down one player. A player in his box, 108, but it's not going to be enough. GG's, they placed 9th. He got 5 eliminations alone. That is crazy. Guys, that was the tournament right there. Thank you so much to each and every one of you guys who came through, showed so much support. And yeah, no, I appreciate it. Again, day in and week in and week out, you guys pull through. You guys leave some likes, and we're on 43. So shout out to you guys again for that. Guys, finals will be happening this Sunday at 5 o'clock. We will take a break between game 2 and game 3 just for Ramadan. So if you guys are taking part in the tournament and you do have like a Muslim, don't worry about it. There will be a Ramadan break for you guys, so you guys can go break fast, and then we'll be back for game number 3 in between 8 and 7. So we'll see what is most suitable for the players. I know sunrise and sunset comes in at different times for different players and so forth. So the break could go on for 45 minutes, but we'll let you know exactly what the situation is. We'll communicate with the finalists and so forth. But again, thank you so much for coming through to the streams. Again, make sure to share your guys' input with us on Twitter, YouTube, social media in its whole with hashtag NibbleXEPS. And yeah, guys, this has been a fantastic one. And thank you to the players and the audience for pulling through yet again for the Nibble bi-weekly series. I, myself, Ira OG, will be signing out with a absolute GG's in the books for the players that came through and showed some love. Guys, see you guys on Sunday where we'll have more action for you guys. So turn on post notification if you guys want to tune into those as well. And yeah, thank you guys. It's been a fun one.